Hey guys, did any of you watch the clown show last night? That was the second Republican debate. What an absolute kindergarten. It was like monkeys throwing feces at each other. What a joke it was. It was hilarious. It was stupid. It was embarrassing. It was everything. But the one thing that I didn't understand was they asked this Mexican chick from the Univision channel to come on there. Now, this was Fox News who put this debate on. Univision is known for being a left-leaning liberal wacko channel. Always has been. Always. They are spoon-fed stuff from the wackos on the far left in the United States media, and they just take it and run with it. They never have shown any sign of being either neutral or even right-leaning. So this kind of surprised me that they brought this chick on here. She proved that she shouldn't have been there. The types of questions that she asked were accusatory questions that were immediately and directly accusing you of or the candidate of doing something wrong. Like, it'd be like me asking you if you didn't beat your wife. It'd be like me asking you, when you beat your wife, do you do it with an open hand or a closed fist? That's how the questions were lined out.
A Univision poll found that mass shootings and gun safety are one of the most important issues for Latino voters. Mental health concerns are not unique to the United States, but gun violence is. What is your specific plan to curb gun violence?
Okay, this is what she said. For the first time ever, mass shootings and gun safety are the most important issues among Latino voters. My first response to that is, this is an American election. I don't care what Latino voters say. I don't care what white voters say. I don't care what black voters say. I don't care what peg-legged voters with an eye patch say. You know what I care about? I care what American voters want. And guess what? They get to vote at the voting booth, hopefully legally, and decide who they want to vote for. So I don't care what Latino voters want. That doesn't make any difference to me. I'm not running, so it makes no difference to me. I thought that was classless how she pointed that out, because nobody else asked a question last night about another race, gender, ethnicity, or group of specific people. This is what X voters want. She went on to say that mental health concerns are not unique to the U.S. Get this. She said, but gun violence is. Y'all, this is a Mexican broad that said gun violence is unique to the United States. Let me read some headlines to you guys. These are all from newspapers in the last year. Mexico investigating reports of 17 people shot during wake. Drug gang kills 20 in town hall massacre in southern Mexico. Shooting at cockfight in Michoacan, Mexico, kills 19. Sorry, I don't speak Mexican. That's a joke. Mexican shooting. Tourists dash for shelter as rival drug gangs battle at beach resort. Mexico shooting. Gunmen kill 20 in Michoacan state. Again, sorry, I don't speak Mexican. Mexico is shaken by second mass shooting in 2 days. At least 11 killed. Businesses burned near Mexico's border with U.S. in violence blamed partly on El Chapo's Sinaloa cartel. 19 shot, 10 fatally at car rally less than 100 miles from Mexico-U.S. border. 12 shot, dead in Mexico bar attack in gang-plagued state. 10 killed in Mexico bar shooting in state ravaged by violence. Okay, sugar. So gun violence is only specific to the United States. Not Mexico, the obvious one. Not Brazil, not Norway, where a shooting just took place today. Not Australia. Not New Zealand. Not Canada, just the United States. This chick is a slave to the stupid, biased, left-leaning, wacko media. This broad right here has no business being on a stage where people are meant to take a particular person honestly and truthfully serious. Because this broad did nothing but spew out and vomit lies about America, and the country that she's from is a gazillion times worse. Just because Mexico won't count all of their shootings doesn't mean they ain't happening. One of the most corrupt countries in the world is Mexico. Not that the U.S. is not. I'm not implying that they're not. But Mexico hides everything. They hide their green stuff, like their emissions. They hide all that. They lie about that. They lie about every single thing that they do. And they're lying to these people about this. And this broad right here thinks that spewing those lies is going to get more people to believe them. Now, granted, some of the Hispanics that are watching this probably don't translate to English very well, and they more than likely don't watch the videos that I put out. So they're going to be stupid and listen to this chick and probably vote for somebody else outside of the Republican Party because she feels like, oh, the Republicans don't have a plan because they want to attack gun violence. The people who have a plan for gun violence are the people who help make that term up. I tell people a lot of times, don't even entertain that phrase because it's a made-up phrase simply to stigmatize guns and make them seem evil. You want to talk about violence? We can talk about violence. You want to talk about all violence? Tell me what your plan is to curb all violence, because that's what I want to hear. Because there's not a certain group of people out there that go, oh, that's gun violence. That doesn't pertain to me. Oh, that's knife violence. That doesn't pertain to me. Beer bottle violence. Baseball bat violence. None of those things I care about. I only care about gun violence. No, the American people, you know what? The true honest people who are not liars and listen to stupid idiots like this care about violence. If you have any kind of violence in your neighborhood, you don't care what kind it is. There's violence in your neighborhood. You want to know what the plan is about violence. But yet we got chicks like this from a country that's an actual literal bloodbath on a daily basis schooling us on gun violence. That's rich. That's good stuff right there.
God save the Queen, man.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
He's so horrible.